was that close. It's cooler this morning. Duck hunters are going. Today's opening day of duck season in Arkansas. Duck hunters been hitting pretty good this morning. There's a bobcat. Got him. Well, that's a bobcat. I'm pretty sure I just stuck him good. Oh, he ran off trying to do an interview. I don't know how good I hit him, but I'm pretty sure I hit him good. A big bobcat. That was cool. Got him. I just happened to look up and he was going across, so I started squealing at him. He comes right up to this log and he's looking at me and he finally turned and I shot him. That was pretty cool. Now we gotta get another arrow ready for a deer. He was right here behind the doe, tall 8-point, real tall 8-point. I just stuck him right in the wheelhouse too. Whew. Got him with the bow. Man, I could not. You could probably hear the grunting, but man, he was right behind that tree and I just couldn't get the camera around. But he come in grunting right behind that doe, 20 yards. Had to lean down just a little bit, but I stuck it right in behind his shoulder. He ain't gonna go far. God. Well, that's the arrow for the bobcat. I got hair and blood that when it went through him, and I don't know, like I said, I went down there and I found my arrow and found the, you know, look, I can tell where it went through him, but I couldn't find any blood earlier. But we're gonna go give him a chance to go find him in a little bit. He ran up in a heck of a thicket though, and that's gonna make it tough. But that's just a bonus compared to what we just got with that 8-point. I think he's an 8. They look like something decent. Alright, he was standing 15 yards right through here. So what happened was, I was filming that doe that was up in that thicket right there, and he come through this thicket, come right through here grunting, came right through here, got him to stop, and right here's where I shot him at. So let's just see what we got. Looks like this might be where he was at. I don't see my arrow. Wish I didn't see it pass all the way through him. Looked like it stopped in that opposite shoulder. But he ran right through here. Now he's starting to open up. Yep, starting to get more blood now. Alright, I got blood there on the toe. But it's always a good marker when you're blood trailing to make sure you leave something at last blood when you got to start looking again, so that way you don't come back and step all over your blood. Got blood there. I have been like on my hands and knees. I hadn't had much blood with this deer, but I'm finally picking up more blood, and I see some antlers sticking up over there. Let's go see what we got. There's finally some more blood. You can see where he was really starting to drag right here. But there we go. Died right on the edge of the water. I'm glad I don't have to go swimming for him. Oh man. Looky there, looky there. He's stiff, he died fast. I don't know where my arrow went to though. Cold front that's coming through right now. Been 80-degree weather. Finally got these deer moving. He come in behind a doe, which I went back and looked at the video and I barely got the shot in one side of the frame, and he heard the plop and heard him run off, and didn't get a lot of blood, didn't get an exit, which I couldn't find my arrow, which it's stuck up in here somewhere, but I can see I flipped him over. It's right on the other side where I hit him at. But he probably ran, I had to guess, probably 150 yards. And it really wasn't just a ton of ton of blood. It was kind of spotty, but he would bleed a little bit, and then have to get on my knees a little bit to start tracking again. And I finally just cut the camera and came right over here to the edge of the river, and I walked up, I swear, just right over here just to look and see if I could see him, and I walked right by him. Then I finally went back there to where I had last blood just to see, and started making a circle around blood, and I found it again and followed it over here, and that's when I seen him sitting here. But not bad for a bow kill today. It's been a good season. Finally tagged out on bucks here in Arkansas. Killed the old mature 6 a couple days ago, and then today got him with the bow. And this is a mainland deer that don't hang around the island too much. We had no pictures of him. Real white horns on this deer. You can tell he's been out in some field. Shot a bobcat, which I gotta go back in a second and see if I can find him. Which I found my arrow, but it wasn't much blood on. I mean, there was blood on it, but I couldn't find any blood from where he ran. So we're gonna go see if we can find that bobcat. Which this sucker right here was hard to find with blood. We had a big rainstorm come in the other day, and all the ground, all the leaves are soaking wet, and real hard to see the blood in the shiny wet leaf. In my season, holding the buck in the hand with the bow. Got one with the rifle, then I got this one with the bow this year. Got one tag left to knock a doe down with the recurve, which now it's time to get my daughter back out and get her going. Let her kill some deer. Alright, so we're gonna try to get him down this hill and see if we can get him loaded up in the boat. Get him back and get him skinned out soon.